So this is Wuben T4, really nice, good quality tactical flashlight, which comes with Ostrom LED. So it can produce up to 850 lumens of max brightness and can throw up to 401 meters of max distance. So let's unbox this together and see what we get. Hello everyone, welcome to EDC Glue and Gears. Before we start the video today, I really want to thank each and everyone in this channel. Because of your love and support, we are able to grow so quickly. And I personally thank each of you who are taking the time to see the video and put out comment, which I go through each of them. So whether it is a feedback or someone has posted that, can you please compare this flashlight with that. So each and everyone who has provided me feedback or given me any suggestion, or they have simply said whatever they have liked about that video, I personally thank you for taking out time and connecting with me. Thank you so much. All right, so coming back to Wuben T4, so this is a tactical flashlight, which is really high quality, and you know Wuben makes really high quality flashlights. So let's quickly unbox this and see what we get. Oh, before we move on, I just want to thank Nogbane for getting me this flashlight so quickly. Thank you so much, Pawan and Nogbane. The order was delivered within 2 days of time, so hats off to them for doing a great job satisfying the customers. So, all right, so let's quickly unbox. So we have the black version. There's another green color which I wanted to get, but unfortunately that was out of stock. So they have sent me the black one. Okay, nice. So Woven has a really nice style of packaging. So there's another box inside another box. So let's quickly see. Okay. Okay. So the first thing, which is a quick guide or the manual. Then we have the flashlight. We will come back to this. Then we have the accessory box. Let's see what we get. Okay, how do we open this? Okay. Okay, so they have provided two spare O-rings. Nicely mentioned. Nice. Then what is this? So a really substantially good quality lanyard with, you get this small part which you can hang and then use this either you can hang it in your neck, or I don't know how you can use this because this is pretty long, and the quality is really good. And you can see there's a scale. That's really nice. So you have a scale inside, and let me quickly show you. Yeah, so there's a scale. Really nice. And this looks that you can open this. Okay, that's fantastic. So your lanyard is actually a scale and a charging cable. That is fantastic. That is really nice. I did not expect this. So let me quickly grab the power bank and come back. All right, so I got my handy dandy power banky. So let's keep it aside. So we will keep all these aside, and let's take a quick look. So you have all the instruction, and I will highly recommend, at least for once, please go through the manual for all the operations so that you know what is there, and if there's something special. Like, I had no idea that Wuben has provided something similar, I mean, of this caliber. So this is the first time I'm having some sort of lanyard which has a scale built into it, and it is a charging cable. Fantastic, Wuben. Okay, all right, so we will come back to this. Let's quickly see the flashlight. Looks really nice. Let's get rid of this sticker. Looks really nice. I love the blue color or the blue accent in this. So this is our Osram LED CSLP NM1TG. Okay. Can you see it? Okay, let me zoom a little bit. Here we have the emitter, and the reflector is quite different. You can see there are certain marking like bands. Maybe it helps in the focus, and the emitter size is actually tiny. Okay, all right, so let's zoom back. The quality feels really nice in hand. You have slightly aggressive bezel, and you have a clip, so this sticks in your pocket. If you want to, then you can either hang or use the lanyard from here, which is this small one. You can pass it through here, and then we have the rotary dial, so lock, duty, and tack. And what I noticed that you have to lift and then rotate, otherwise this is not going to work. So you can see it is locked, so it is pretty safe in that terms. Okay, let's get the battery. The threads are well lubricated, you can see. And nice looking tail end, and it's pretty clicky. So let's remove the isolator and then we can take a look. So this is a 18350 cell, which is rated for 1100 milliamp hour. So we have a Wurkkos 18350. So they are pretty much, oh, so no, they are not the same size. I think this is a protected cell, so you have slightly, because I know for sure the Wurkkos is not a protected cell. This is a protected cell, so that's the reason you have the top half, which has the protection circuit. Let's see what it looks like with CR. Okay, oops, sorry. So this is the CR123A. And I don't think we can use this. No, there's no way we can use this. Yeah, not possible. Okay, so let's give this a try. It is already moving, so yeah, we can't use it. So we have to have a protected 18350 to use it. So this is the Wuben branded 18350. All right. The threads are good, really well machined, and it has a really cool feature, which is, okay, we'll come back to that. Do you see any charging port? You don't, right? Because this doesn't have a charging port which is visible from outside. So for charging, you have to unscrew this, and that's when you will see the charging port. That's smart. And there are O-rings which will stop the water from getting inside. And there is an LED. I think that's the charging indicator, but does it? No. Okay, so that's purely for charging. So let's see how this works. I'm super interested seeing this. Okay. And then we put this here. Oh my goodness, yes, it works. Do we have any lights on this? No. Awesome. Can we use the flashlight? No. While charging, we can't use it. But I'm really stoked about this particular lanyard, which has a built-in charging cable. I'm really impressed. All right, so let's put this collar back. Okay, so coming back to the dial, so we have lock, you have duty and tack. So there's an arrow, that's the selection position. So if it is in lock, if you half press, nothing happens. If you press full, oh, this doesn't happen. Okay, so lock is completely locked, no moonlight. Then moving on to duty, half press gives you full brightness, and full press keeps it on. So now half press will cycle through the brightness. So it starts with high, low, high, medium, and low. And if I full press, switches off. So full press, let's keep it to medium, switch it off, and switch it back on. No, so this doesn't have memory. So every time you power it on, it goes, half press will directly go to full brightness, and then click, it stays on. From there, half press will change the brightness. Double tap, no, nothing. Triple press, nothing. Okay, so this is the duty mode, and full press to switch it off. Now let's go to tack mode. Half press gives you full brightness, you can see, which is the turbo, and it's pretty darn good. And I can see the hotspot is soft and it has a really nice spill to it. Okay, half press in tack mode gives you full brightness, and full press gives you strobe. And this is also a variable strobe, not a fixed frequency. That's nice. So half press will do nothing, full press will switch it off. So half press gives you turbo or momentary full access. Full press gives you constant strobe, and to stop it, click full and it goes off. Nice, really nice. So in terms of the size, we have Wurkkos TD07. This was my favorite, and this is still my favorite because you can see the size and the functionality is pretty much the same. I really like the build quality, and especially this particular ring where you can actually use it like this, and it gives you a very comfortable hold, and naturally you can rest your thumb to access the modes. So it also has your duty, tack, and lock. So if I put it to lock, we do get a moonlight, which we don't have in Wuben. So if I, and one more thing which I wanted to say is, if you can see, uh, I can rotate directly without uh, any other action, right? So this is something which I really like. But for Wuben, they have added one layer of security, which is you have to raise this crown and then move. Then only it will move. Otherwise, you can't move this. It is pretty locked. So you have to pull, rotate, select the mode, and leave it. That's when you can use it, right? So in terms of size, they are pretty much the same. Uh, Wuben uses the Ostrom LED, which is CSLPM1TG emitter, but the Wurkkos, they use SFT25R. So this can produce around 850 lumens of max brightness, and Wurkkos SFT25R can produce around 1200 to 1300 lumens of max brightness. So yeah, in terms of the styling, it is completely a personal choice. I don't have any issues with both of them. I actually like both of them because Wurkkos has a really nice industrial or aggressive styling. On the other hand, even Wuben has a very aggressive styling, especially the head part, where the head on the Wurkkos is slightly subtle, where you can see Wuben has a really aggressive head, which I don't mind. I honestly don't mind. And the other point, which is the charging port, is always under this sleeve or collar, so it is protected from dust and water. Where Wurkkos have this silicone flap, so unless and until you keep it sealed properly, there's a chance that dust and grime can build up in the USB-C charging port. So why I like both of them is because of the styling. So Wurkkos is still my favorite because of its SFT25R, And Wurkkos does provide an option where you can extend this 18350 battery tube to fit a 18650 battery. So this is the Wurkkos TD07, where I have changed the standard 18350 battery tube to 18650. So this will definitely give me a longer run when I'm out and I don't have access to charging. I will definitely want to carry this because of the larger battery. All right, so let's quickly see the beam profile, and then we will go out and see how it does outdoor. And I will try to do a side-by-side comparison between the Wuben T4 and the Wurkkos TD07, because they are pretty much identical in terms of the ergonomics and styling and the size itself. And they also use the same battery size, which is 18350. So it will be really interesting to see how these two work. So let's go outside and check it out. So we have Wuben T4 today. It's a tactical flashlight. Comes with Osram CSL PM1 TG emitter, which can produce around 850 lumens of max brightness. You have a nice rotary dial. And let me focus. Yeah. So you have lockout, duty, and then you have tac, which is your tactical mode. So let's go to. Okay, so in lockout, you can use the moonlight, which is barely visible. Then we can move to duty, which is click. If you half press, you can access the brightness, highest brightness. And if you click, then you can go from high, medium, low. There's a it's a kind of a diffused hotspot. It's not very defined, but you can see there's a nice amount of spill, which is soft. It's not a very harsh spill. Okay, so switch it off. Let's go to tac, which is tactical. So press and hold gives you the full brightness, which is 850 lumens, and it has a nice throw, though it doesn't appear to be very bright. You can see it's almost 50 to 80 meters away, and I'm able to tint this particular tree. It is not pretty visible in this condition because it's slightly foggy, but you can see. And if I full press, it gives you instant strobe, and it stays on. So it's on, right? So if you click, it goes off. So I have a Wurkkos TD07, So let's quickly see side by side how both uh, perform in the real world. So on my right, we have the Wuben T4. On my left, we have the Wurkkos. And immediately you can see Wurkkos has a brighter uh, hotspot. So the Wurkkos has a SFT25R, which can produce around 1300 lumens, and the Wuben T4 has a CSLP and M1 emitter, which can produce around 850 lumens. So we will put both of them on tactical mode so that half press gives the full brightness. So this is Wuben and this is Wurkkos, and you can see the Wurkkos is drowning the Wuben. So if I push, the Wurkkos is able to tint this particular tree, but for Wuben we can barely make it. So this is Wurkkos and this is Wuben. This is Wurkkos and this is Wuben. So side by side, full brightness, yes. So Wurkkos has a really nice throw also. I can see the end of the park, but Wuben is barely making. It is tinting the end of the park, but not by much. But Wurkkos is able to tint the park really well, and I can see very clearly. So this is the Wurkkos on my left, and this is the Wuben T4 on my right. And the Wuben or the Austrian LED or the emitter looks slightly on the warmer side, where the Wurkkos has slightly cooler tint. Okay, to wrap it up, this is Wuben T4. Let's head back inside. All right, so you saw the beam profile and the beam shot outdoor. So it is really good for its class and size. So till the time I did not introduce TD07, it was doing really good in terms of total brightness. It was good. The head was not getting hot. It was getting warm when I was pushing it on turbo. But the moment I introduced TD07 and this SFT25 out, just made uh, the entire game very different. So this was able to push more lumens. So it was able to push around 1300 lumens, and it was able to push around 480 to 490 meters of max distance, where this can only do with 850 lumens and up to 401 meters. So outright, this was pulling ahead with its sheer performance. Apart from that, this particular flashlight, if you have to choose between this, it's completely up to you. The styling, the design is personal choice, so I can't tell you which one to get. It is completely up to you. But about the performance, I think the DD07 pulls ahead, and I am really happy with this Wuben T4. I wish there was some sort of ring like this where it is much easier to carry like this, because if you see, if I use the TD07, I can hold it like this, and it is pretty natural in this position. So that would have been really nice. And the addition of the USB-C charging port under this collar is a really nice move, and especially they have given such a brilliant lanyard built into, I mean, the USB-C charging cable built into it. I did not expect this. So this was a really nice move by Wuben. Thank you, Wuben, for this. All right, so to wrap it up, thank you so much for watching. If you have any suggestion, any feedback, or any question, please feel free to fill up the comment section. I'll be more than happy to see and respond. Please show some love to the channel so that we can grow together. And if you want to share the video to other friends who likes EDC and flashlights, please go ahead and do that. So thank you so much for watching. You have a great day, and we see you soon, very soon.